Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy from With Love by Amy. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today we are making some kind of fallish stitching cards. And the idea behind this is to use this Spellbinder's Stitched Petal Die to kind of like stretch your supplies and use it in a way that's not initially intended. I have made a previous card with this die, but I left the whole die intact. And it's you can see it on my Instagram. But this time I'm going to die cut it out. I'm going to die cut it twice because it works best if you double up the cardstock for this one, just because it makes it stronger. So here I am cleaning all the little tiny, tiny holes out with my, I don't even know what it is. It's a die tool. I don't know. I think it's from Sizzix. I bought it a long time ago. And you can see there that I cut out a second one already. And then we are going to trim this one down to a different shape, so it's kind of stretching your supplies. And there are other ways too that you could trim down this die to make it so that you can still use it as a stitching die, but not in the originally intended purpose. I was thinking about cutting out the center square and doing a couple of those on a card, like lining up 3 of them, but I decided to do this time. So we're just cutting out the outside edges, so it's more of like kind of like an odd oval, I guess. And it was pretty easy to get them cut both the same way. And now here we're going to clean up the space a little bit. And I finally figured out how to use the time-lapse thing on my camera, so it looks like I'm going super speed. All right, and here is the part of the video where I'm doing bath time crafting. My kids are in the tub and they want me to be there by them, so I'm going to craft in the bathroom. On the counter. All right, so I'm getting the embroidery floss, and I found that using 2 like strands of it works the best. And also, you see me trying to separate it there, keeping tension on the end that you're not pulling the strands apart from does a better job of keeping it so that it does not get tangled up. And here we are starting the stitching, and I'm just holding on to that end in the back. You can't really see it too well in the video, but I'm holding on to the end in the back, and I did not tie a knot at the end of the needle. So you just kind of got to be careful when you're threading your needle through there that you don't lose the end of the, that's going through the needle. Like if you pull the needle through and you let go of your thread, it could get, like it could come out of the needle. So just kind of pay attention to it. And you can always tape down the end of the thread when you start it. I just decided not to. In this instance, I decided to hold on to a piece of it back there. And the more you stitch, the more you can get like a comfort level of what you want to do. Like the very first time I did it, I think I had like 17 pieces of tape on the very back of this thing. Like it was not, it's a good thing that was the back because it wasn't pretty. But it's still very relaxing to do. So I'm just kind of making my own pattern, and you can honestly, like literally with something like this, the sky's the limit. You can change colors while you're doing it. You can, like use variegated embroidery floss, which I don't have any. I really wanted some, but I don't have any yet. So it's on my wish list, I guess, to get some variegated embroidery floss so that I can do like very colorful ones. I'm kind of getting into very colorful stuff. So here we are tying a knot to extend our piece of twine that we're doing, or string, whatever the heck you want to call it. So I tied a square knot. You got to make sure it's a square knot because otherwise it'll just untie really quick. And then I decided to tape that initial tail down right there because I was getting annoyed with it. So I just used a little bit of, I guess it's pixie tape. And we're just going to tape it down a little bit to hold it on because it's annoying me. And I just cut the tails really short when I cut the thread, because you don't want it to like peek out when you're doing your stitching and stuff. So we're going to change colors now to go around the outside. And now we're doing another knot tying because apparently we didn't video record all this stuff, and now we needed to tie a knot. So there's my little square knot, and I cut it and I tie the knot really close to the cardstock so that the tails on the knot don't have, like you don't risk your knot getting stuck somewhere if you keep it close to the back of the project. And now we're just thread separating the twine again, or embroidery floss. I don't know why I keep calling it twine. It's definitely not twine. But we're separating it. Like I said, if you use three threads of it or whatever, it seems like it's too much. Like the holes get too filled up. Like the center hole of stuff gets too filled up too fast. So I have found that 2 works the best. And now that we're super speed stitching here, I'm going to talk about the hop that this is a part of. I made this for the Team Tiny November hop this month, and the theme is thankful. And I know that the sentiments that I put on these cards in the end don't say anything about being thankful. However, I'm thankful for this craft and having a YouTube channel and that being my outlet. Like as a mom, we all know that we're very busy and it's very hard for us to fill our cups. And so having a hobby like this makes me very thankful that I have something that I feel fills my cup. And so that's where I get my connection from for this hop. So I'll leave all the description details in the box below for the hop if you would like to join us on Team Tiny for the hop next month. All right, so we are going to glue this down to the card base. I decided to do like a craft card base, and my sentiment was a gold foiled sentiment, or not gold foiled. I don't think it was like holographic foiled sentiment that I'd already done, and I just cut out. It was also a Spellbinders hot foil sentiment. And the cool thing is with this, with stitching, is you can choose to stitch as much or as little of the die as you want. So honestly, you could just stitch the square in the center and leave the rest of it because it's very interesting looking. As you can see, if you look closely, I didn't do an even stitching job on this one. I was intending to do less like petals per se, I guess, on some of the flowers and make them opposite each other. Yeah, I didn't do such a hot job on that. All right, so these are some other foiled sentiments that I have. This is actually a business card file folder thingy that I had from before, and I don't have business cards really anymore, so I took it and I put my sentiments in there, and it works really well because I cut them all out with the Tailored Expressions strips die thing. I don't know what it's called. Is it layering strips or something? I don't know. The names escape me. So I'm using liquid glue on the back of the die to adhere it to the card base, and I'm using a clear acrylic block that's pretty heavy to stick the stitching down, and there it's all dry now, and I think it looks magnificent and beautiful, and I never have enough birthday cards. So there's that. And this one is going to go to a friend who could use a little cheering up. So let me know in the comments which one is your favorite, and thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you hop along with us and come back soon to see what else we got going on. Have a great day, and don't forget to check out my other videos. And thank you so much for liking and subscribing. It really means a lot to me. Have a great day, and enjoy these cat moments. Have a great day. Bye.